Now, Effective Communication with Phil Zeller, CEO, Dale Carnegie, Southwest Michigan.
Oh, isn't it great to celebrate your work? Your work, the work that you did, the difference you made. Not long ago, we got to throw a huge celebration for a gentleman from my team who was retiring. And I was so excited about it because this gentleman called me up and he said, "Hey, Phil, I'm at that point in my life and, the days are getting shorter. And there's some things that I want to go do. I really want to go do them. I'd like to talk to you about them." And we had a wonderful conversation. He laid things out that he wanted to do with his family and said, "Dude, it's time. Go make it happen." And that is such a great way to end a successful career of making a difference. Such a great way to go on a high note. We threw a party for him, a huge celebration. All the friends were there. All those coworkers were there. Family was there. And a very unique setting that was so apropos just to him. And everybody had a great night. And he stayed to the very end. He actually wanted to stick around and help us clean up afterwards and just said it was an amazing party capping off an incredible, incredible career. And I think about those stories like that we have with people who go out on that note and everything is lined up just the way they want it. And then I ask the question, why aren't they always like that? Why not? Why not? You know what it is? It always blows me away when I have a manager or a business owner says, "I can't believe they just quit. I can't believe they just left." Or somebody's talking about a personal relationship and they say, "Well, they just left. We're no longer in a relationship. They just quit." Oh, well, what? Really? How many times have you heard this? Maybe you even said it before. They just quit. Well, no, they didn't. You don't just quit. You just don't give up. It's not just one day you just say, "You know what? I quit." There were things that led up to that. There were little things. There were clues. There's always clues. And the clues are always there. The question is, did you see them? Did you talk about them? And this is where we have to get into effective communication and dig deep. If you're going to be a leader in your life, if you choose to be a leader of your life, if you choose to have strong relationships, if you choose to work with people to get things done in any capacity, you must be able to communicate effectively. You got to start communicating. You got to start somewhere. And I always share with leaders, there's three things that you really have to do when it comes to communication. First of all, you got to make it a top priority. You got to make communication a priority. You can't get so wrapped in your work that you're head down in your office and you're not out there walking the floor and talking to people. Sorry, can't do it. Well, some are going to say, "Well, sometimes that just happens, Phil." I get it. But here's what you do. If you're a leader, you block time in your schedule. You make communication a priority. And you block it out in your schedule to follow up and go talk with people. And it's a great way to do it. And you put in like an appointment, just like any other appointment you would put on your calendar, and it keeps you out in front and it keeps you connected with people. So there are no surprises. I always share with people, I like surprises on my birthday. How about you? So if you're like me and you're a leader who only likes surprises on your birthday, you better make communication a top priority. That's step one. All right? Put it on your calendar. Make sure you schedule time. Go walk the floor. Make the phone calls. Make sure people are connected. Second thing, you got to be open with other people. I've shared with you here before on the show on effective communication. Every person we meet is our superior in some form or some fashion. They know how to do stuff that we don't know how to do. They have different experiences. They have a different educational background. And are you open enough to listen to it, to hear it, to grow in their presence? Are you willing to do that? So the second thing you got to do is you got to be open to other people. And you got to take the time to learn from their experiences and learn from their education to help you make better educated decisions. Key to communication. So that's the second thing you got to do is be open to communication. Third thing is you got to create a receptive environment for communication. And this goes professionally as well as personally. Do people feel that they can talk with you? Do you present yourself in a way that they could approach you and have a conversation with you? And you know what I'm talking about because you know people, you've talked about people that are not approachable. Well, look in the mirror. Are you approachable? Are you open to communication? Do you create a receptive environment for communication? Makes me think, there's so much we can learn from each other when we open up the opportunity to communicate. I know every Friday with my sales team, And one of my companies, our main company, we focus in on communicating what went well that week. And every salesperson shares a short sales success story in just a matter of 2 minutes. And then we all share our takeaway, what we learned through their experience. How cool is that? So 3 steps to be a better leader and lead in your life to start communicating more effectively. Make communication a top priority. Block time for it. Be open to other people to learn from their wisdom and create a receptive environment for communication. You make this happen, and you, my friend, will be a better leader at work and at home. Go make it happen.